They started by using the word infarction, which is the word they use for when the blood flow stops into your brain. And they used the word stroke. That just seemed so foreign to me because anytime I thought of a stroke, it had been for somebody that had, was elderly, somebody that an aneurysm or something like that, as opposed to somebody that was good and healthy. I had never been sick. I have always been a very active outdoors person. Less than a week prior to that, my boyfriend, now my husband Jim, and I had just gone on a 108-mile bike ride to celebrate my 42nd birthday. It was a really hot summer evening. I had played a long tennis match that evening and kind of fell asleep early in the evening, got up because I was hungry, went into the kitchen, and I decided I was going to make myself a peanut butter sandwich. So when I opened the drawer to get out a knife for the peanut butter, there was a huge cockroach in my drawer. I jumped back startled. Well, somehow when I did, I twisted my neck and immediately got the sensation of vertigo. I've had it before, so I didn't think a lot about it. I thought maybe I was overheated, maybe hadn't had enough to drink, so I had something to eat. Eventually went to sleep, and I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning with a horrendous headache, and again felt the sensation of vertigo. At this point, the bed is spinning, and if you've ever had vertigo, as soon as you can sit up right, generally the vertigo will go away, but it didn't go away. I spent about 12 days in the hospital, mainly trying to recover because I couldn't swallow. They tried to feed me through a tube through to my stomach, and it didn't work for me, so I ended up being hooked up to a PICC line where I would feed myself nutrition. When I was finally released from the hospital, it's only because I could eventually start to feed myself. I went through therapy and learning how to swallow. Ultimately, the artery has healed. Most of the blood flow is now into that part of the brain. Visibly, even after the stroke, people wouldn't necessarily know I'd had a stroke. It took me about 2 years to be able to ride again after my recovery. I have already signed up for the MS 150, which is 150 miles. I have ridden 165 miles. I had some of the best and most amazing nurses. Having been there for 12 days, I had an opportunity to really bond with many of them. And I thought from the beginning to end, Wellstar did a great job.